Back home in Uruk, Gilgamesh took off his headband to wash his filthy hair. He let his hair fall down loose over his shoulders and his back. He took off his soiled clothes and discarded them. He washed himself and his equipment. He dressed in a splendid new robe, and on top of it put his best sash. He picked up his crown and placed it on his head. Dingir Ishtar gazed upon him. "Come to me, Gilgamesh," she said. "Come to me, my lover. Bring me your fruits. You shall be my husband, and I shall be your wife. My gift to you is a lapis lazuli chariot with golden wheels and amber shafts, pulled by a team of lions and demon mules. Our house is filled with the fragrance of sweet-scented timber, greeting you as you enter. Let the finely wrought threshold kiss your feet. Inside, kings and princes, nobles and courtiers are kneeling to present you with your gifts from high and low throughout the land. Now, Gilgamesh, all your nanny goats will bear triplets of kids. All the lambs from your ewes will be twins. Your loaded pack asses will outpace all others, and your horses will gallop in glory. No oxen will be better than yours at pulling the plough." Gilgamesh spoke to Ishtar. "And what will I give you as my wife?" he asked. "A headdress, a gown, food fit for a dingir, and drink fit for a queen? You, Ishtar, are a fire going out in the cold, a door letting in breezes, a palace consuming soldiers, an elephant throwing off its cover, bitumen staining the cupbearer's hand, a water skin soaking its owner, mortar weakening a battlement wall, and a shoe which pinches the foot of the wearer. Who, Ishtar, among your big, brave bridegrooms has thrived and survived to go up to the skies? The lover of your youth, Dumuzi, was doomed to yearly death and lamentations. You love the colourful Alalu bird, but slapped him and broke his wing. Now he stays in the woods crying, 'My wing, my wing, my wing.' You, Ishtar, love the lion, strongest of all, but you dug for him pit after pit. You love the horse, so trustworthy in battle, but you decreed for him whips, spurs, and 7 league gallops with muddy water to quench his thirst, dooming his mother, Dingir to perpetual sadness. Ishtar, you love the shepherd who kept his embers alight so as to bring you cooked lamb every day. You slapped him and turned him into a wolf. Now the shepherd boys hunt him down, and his own dogs tear chunks of flesh from his thighs with their teeth. You loved your father's gardener, Ishulanu, Ishtar, who brought you a basket of dates every day to brighten your table. One day you looked at him and said, 'Ishulana, let us test your manliness. Touch me.' Ishulanu said, 'Me? Why me? My mother bakes bread for me and I have eaten. Do I want insults for my food and wreaths to keep me warm at night? No!' You slapped Ishulanu, Ishtar, and you turned him into a gnome, standing still forever in his own garden. The pole of his shadoof goes up and down no more. His water bucket stays empty and dry. Is this to be my fate?" When Ishtar heard Gilgamesh's words, She flew in a fury from Uruk up into the skies to see her father, Dingir Anu, and her mother, Dingir Antu. "What happened?" they asked. "Gilgamesh," she sobbed. "That wild bull rampaging in Uruk. What did he do? He dishonored me horribly. Did you rebuke him? I need the bull of heaven to destroy him." "You can't have the bull of heaven. If you don't give me the bull of heaven, I will smash down the door of the world below and free the dead. They will outnumber the living and eat them." "The bull of heaven lives in the nighttime sky," said Dingir Anu. "The bull of heaven grazes on the horizon where the sun rises. How can the bull of heaven exist on earth?" Ishtar spoke. "I will bring down the sky to the earth with my scream." She let out a scream more terrifying than anything ever heard before or since. It covered both the sky and the earth like a cloth. Dingir Anu spoke. "The bull of heaven," he said, "will bring 7 years of famine to Uruk." Ishtar spoke. "The widows of Uruk have already stored barley." "Oh, so be it," said Dingir Anu. He put the bull of heaven's tether into Ishtar's hand. Like an ox driver, Ishtar pulled the bull of heaven down from the sky to the city of Uruk. Gilgamesh's minstrel, Lugalgabangal, picked up his lyre and in a song told his king what was happening.
Ishtar, with her Dingir's pull, has brought from the sky to Uruk the bull, which eats the grass till the soil is bare, and drinks from Engilwa the water that's there. Our double-league canal now is dry, but still the bull from the sky hasn't drunk its fill. It flattens our date palms and has took into its mouth our harvest. Uruk is a city now filled with fear, for the devastating bull of heaven is here. "Sing your song, Lugalgabangal," said Gilgamesh. "Strum your strings. I'll drink another beer. Let my cup be filled." "Eat and drink, my lord," said Lugalgabangal. "Have no fear." Gilgamesh finished his beer, then picked up his heavy dagger and axe. He spoke to his mother Dingir Ninsun and his sister Peshtu. "Go to the house of Ea," he told them. "Prepare to celebrate." "What will you do?" asked Ninsun. "I will kill the bull of heaven, then give its meat to the orphans, its hide to the tanners, and its horns to the house of Ishtar." Gilgamesh stepped outside the palace to confront the bull of heaven. Ishtar watched from the top of the city wall. The bull of heaven bellowed, it snorted, and a big pit appeared. 100 young men fell into the pit and disappeared. The bull of heaven snorted again, and a second big pit appeared. 200 young men fell into the pit and disappeared. The bull of heaven snorted a third time. A big pit appeared, and Enkidu fell into it, up to his waist. With a mighty bound, Enkidu burst out of the pit and grabbed the bull of heaven by its horns. It drenched him with a shower of its saliva, and its thrashing tail splashed its dung everywhere. "I have it," shouted Enkidu. "I have the bull of heaven. I know its strength. Come on, Gilgamesh. Your mother surely knew how to give birth to a son. Your wet nurse surely knew how to breastfeed. I'll go behind the bull of heaven, grab its tail and put my foot on its back leg. You whack down your heavy axe between its horns. Hit its slaughter spot hard." Enkidu went behind the bull of heaven, grabbed its tail and put his foot on its back leg. Gilgamesh raised his heavy axe and whacked it down between the bull of heaven's horns, hitting its slaughter spot hard. First, it was like a huge lump of unshaped wet clay. Then it was like a flattened pile of barley. "The bull of heaven is slain!" shrieked Ishtar. Gilgamesh and Enkidu tore out the bull of heaven's heart and fell to their knees. They held the heart aloft as a gift for Shamash. Ishtar bellowed, "Gilgamesh, who dishonoured me horribly, has slain the bull of heaven. With his dagger, Gilgamesh hacked off the bull of heaven's back leg and threw it up to Ishtar. As it hit the city wall, Ishtar jumped into the air and hovered like a frightened dove. "I'd drape its bloody guts around your neck if I could," shouted Enkidu. Ishtar was surrounded by the women of her house. She stamped her foot and they began a song of grief over the bull of heaven's back leg. Gilgamesh summoned his craftsmen to show them the bull of heaven's horns. "These horns are so big they need 30 miners of lapis lazuli each to decorate their brims," said one craftsman. "And 2 miners of gold each to sheathe their points," said another. "Between them they'll hold a core of oil," said another. "The oil," said Gilgamesh, "will anoint the statue of my very own Dingir Lugalbanda. The horns will hang in my bedchamber." Gilgamesh and Enkidu went to the river Euphrates and washed their hands. Hand in hand, they strode along the main street of Uruk, surrounded by cheering crowds. They went to the palace for a party. To start the party, Gilgamesh put a question to his serving girls. "Who is the best of men?" "You are, Gilgamesh." The party went on all night until the revellers fell asleep.